I remember you. There's actually people sitting here waiting.
Oh, really?
My God. What are you people? You know who doesn't text people during a live stream?
Who?
Ken Domick.
Ken Domick.
Ken Domick doesn't do that.
No, but he drinks way too much and then he begs for money is what he does.
So, are you saying that you texting is better than begging for money? Or are you saying if you stop texting, you're going to start begging for money? We haven't even gotten to the reviews yet.
We'll see what happens next.
We have quadrupled the audience and people are speaking.
See?
He's texting quickly. Why don't you voice to text so we can all hear?
Nah, it doesn't. Oh, it does give me that option. Huh?
Yeah, here, let me help with that. Oh, baby.
No.
I love you long time.
That's disgusting.
Keep texting. Big Daddy Q here. Gonna lay down the lovin' after the stream. Hugs and kisses. Nipples and donkeys.
Nipples and donkeys.
Love Q.
Sorry.
10 people.
This keyboard is... The keyboard's in like Turkish, so if I misspell something, it corrects it to some Turkish word.
Show them your phone. Show them what you're using.
Oh, iPhone 4.
It's 4S, I believe.
4S.
Someone smashed their phone on accident today. Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
All right, let's get up where we see some comments. We're not going to stay long. We're amazed there's 12 of you awake this time of day. God bless each and every one of you. We're even more amazed that you got notified, honestly. Or did you just find us on accident? During the wrestling live streams, I can always tell the people that were just going through and saw live wrestling and drop in. Boy, are they in for something. The last guy that did that,
yeah.
The very last guy that did that, he was like, hey, can you put the video or can you put the event on so we can see? Of course you can't, copyright. So I said, no, man, but we'll describe it to you. Had the guy parachute out of the roof, set him on fire, and then did the splash.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, he did? What? Hollister notified me. Well, I don't know about you, but for a dying company, the guy that sends the emails for Hollister must be really busy because I get about 8 emails a day from them, and I've unsubscribed, and I've told them to stop.
What makes you think they're dying?
Well, have you been to a Hollister store lately?
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because they've all been closed. What's going on? Hey, it's Drake. Look, it's Drake.
It's Drake.
We really need, at least for the live stream, to get some kind of like drop. Like a soundboard. Mm-hmm. Like the wacky morning shows have. Like fart noises and whatnot. Drake would get a drop. Drake doesn't get the Drake that he gets in comments. He has a voice drop in comments. Sometimes when I have nothing to say to Drake, he comments and I will just say, Drake! He's onto it because a while back he commented his own comment for me. I didn't have time to get to him.
He's onto it now.
I was a busy man. There you go. Maybe I could just drop that much. Or we could record ourselves saying that. I don't know if we could get copyright strikes for that. Hello, Amber. Good to see you. You're up late. Ed Gein. We're getting all the old familiar faces. Ed.
Old ED.
I've got to ask, Ed, do you have times that your hours flip-flop? Because sometimes it seems like you're up late, and then other times we don't see you for, like, weeks when we do this. Or is it because he's not here for weeks? Let's see. Chief Chip 04, random late night stream. Tabitha H, from a long time ago, my girlfriend, she probably doesn't quit watching because she can only see me about a minute a day. Let's see who else. Jack Spear. What's up? I think we've got everyone out of the way as far as what's ups go, but we'll go up. So. Yep, that's it. Ian K put a thing out on Twitter. Followers have peeped this out. It said something like 100 best food channels on YouTube.
Yeah, and we were number like what, 2?
I'm thinking, all right, here it comes. Here we go. Where's Dame gonna be on this one? And so it is something like name famous people. I don't know, not YouTubers.
Andy Milonakis?
No, like famous food people. Like the redheaded dude that cusses all the time, Ramsay.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri didn't even make the list.
What? Why?
Gordon Ramsay, the dude that goes boom bam a lot, all those type guys.
All I know is Guy Fieri. Gordon Ramsay.
And see, I'm thinking it's going to be food reviewers.
Yeah.
Well, I get to like number 99.
Yeah.
There he is.
Dame?
Ian K.
Oh, Ian.
There's no KBD. There's no
That's
Dame.
Awesome. There he is at number 99.
Peep this out. Made it on the list with like, I don't know. Some fly-by-night service, though. It was like, you know, I don't know, even know what the website was. It was worse than Ranker.
Well, he earned it.
Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney wasn't on the list. Nobody of any note. It was all these TV people and Ian.
Rest in peace, Ian.
Ian K is the pinnacle of food reviewing. I'll tweak that. Drake, Ian K is the pinnacle of production. I don't know that his food reviewing is just the pinnacle, but the video portion. Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
What are we the pinnacle of?
I don't know.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
Anger.
I don't feel very like
Roiling hostility. Close-ups. There we go. Thank you, because I was going to go on down a bad road with that. Close-ups, yes.
They rule this in. Close-ups.
Close-ups.
Peep this out.
Leave it to Drake. Freaky Fanatic is the pinnacle of being the drunk guy on the wrestling streams that last for like 4 or 5 hours. He earns his money just by showing up for those. Ian K is about as entertaining as watching paint dry. But his production skills are on point, Jack. His name's Jack, and I sounded like a 70s wrestler. Now we need a guy named Daddy. Look here, Jack. Let me tell you something, Daddy. Then we would be all set.
Hey, can I spend the night at Aaron's tonight?
Yes.
Awesome, thanks.
Why don't you ask Aaron? Is he out there?
I already asked.
Is he watching?
No, he's at work.
Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me that?
Do you not want me to ask you?
How old are you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just used to asking you.
Do you go to school anymore?
No.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right.
What an adult does in a situation like that is they inform. That make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Aaron, if you are watching, tell him later. Or put it on the thing where we can all read it. I'm sick of watching him text.
I had to wrap some stuff up. But now I'm here.
Is this whole I've got an iPhone 4 really a setup? Are we setting people up? Are you going to keep doing a bit where you keep texting and then I grab the phone and we smash it?
No, I wish. No.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, I'm sure.
Well, we'll find out in a moment. Did Q graduate? He didn't not graduate. He hasn't walked the aisle.
I haven't. Yeah, I got to turn in a laptop and I got to pay for a $100 calculator and turn in a laptop charger and then I can graduate. Ow. Hit my tooth on the can.
Yeah, he's capable of making his own decisions.
Yeah.
I find it funny. It's kind of funny, though, that you asked, because people have asked me recently, like, hey, where's Q? It's whatever on a Saturday. I'm like, I don't know. He's an adult. And you're like, can I go spend the night? Not Aaron. We bought it at Walmart, but they don't have it on the soda aisle.
Thank you, Drake.
They have it over there in that weird nether. It's not is it a holiday aisle or a seasonal aisle where they just put, there's an aisle in the middle of the Walmart stuff that they have like ice chest, cereal, sodas, weird potato chips, and Pop-Tarts. That aisle. The grocery store.
The grocery store.
I'll tell you guys what I am looking for desperately, but I'm trying to be cool, like it's not bothering me, is those new Taco Bell chips. I can't find them, and it's frustrating me greatly.
The potato chips or whatever?
Yeah. Any clues?
No.
I can tell you where they're not at. Did you guys see Taco Bell is putting Baja sauce in stores now? Really? Gonna have to check that out. My Baja is in plastic bottles. We can get those here. The can thing is what we always tell you guys when we do reviews. If you're able, the best way to get any carbonated soda at its purest is in a can.
It's true.
Matthew Hodge is trying to bump us, so let's help him. Because apparently, you and this Aaron dude got some plans. Matthew Hodge chimes in. I'd really love to hear what you guys think of the ramen flavored Pringles. In other words, shut the F up. Eat those chips. Let's do it.
Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations.
We'll just read. Shannon, get to work. Get to work. Pringles, top ramen chicken. These were a thing about a year ago. About a year ago, everyone reviewed these. They came to Dollar General as an exclusive, but guess what?
What?
Not our Dollar General. Our Dollar General's like, nah, we don't need that. Nah. So I'm walking through the other day, and what do I see? They finally caved after like a year. So the excitement's kind of worn off, but we figured, what the hell? What's up, Jason Callan? Did you take time out from one of your 27 live streams to come visit us? I dream of the day that he live streams himself watching us live stream. That's an idea, Jason, maybe we'll do sometime. I've long thought of this, talking to people about this. All we would need to do is like set up a thing and there he is. Or we could put him here and then we could live stream each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, I really believe that could cause a dimensional rift somehow.
It might.
You ready?
I'm ready.
What do you think it'll smell like?
Probably just like ramen noodles.
That would be my guess. Or Pringles.
Or Pringles. Probably just tastes like the chicken seasoning. Yeah. It tastes like literal ramen noodles. I like dried ramen noodles with the chicken seasoning.
Chicken seasoning, or, you ready?
I'm ready.
Wet dog on a summer day. Take it.
Nah, I don't get the wet dog.
Wet dog on a summer day. Whoa. They got the coloring down. It's this day glow, sickly.
Day glow.
There it is. We ain't got the lighting right in here. There it is. It's a little shady. I'm glad it is though, man. It's all right. We have to turn off the air conditioning for sound purposes, so it's already too hot. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Could you pour hot water in there? Yes,
Yeah,
we
so-
could.
It's got like gravy. You getting a gravy taste there?
Yeah, yeah. I'm also getting the chicken. Ooh. It's not bad. It's just, yeah. We'll do one more.
No.
No, Shannon. I hadn't tried these before. And I worked plenty hard. Here we go. Ah, ah, ah.
You know, I kind of like the iPhone 4. I like how the size of it's really nice.
Feels like you're holding something, right?
Yeah, it feels like you're holding something. It's like kind of heavy.
And if somebody
it's-
got the least bit lippy with you, you can knock them out holding that phone.
yeah, and
It
it's
feels like a brick.
yeah, it's nice.
I
I'm
went
gonna
from
miss
like
it.
the 4 to the 6. I held on to the 4 a long time. I really liked it.
You strain your hands when you're holding a 6, but like a 4, it just fits in there nice.
Right now I've got a 7, and I catch myself not even realizing it's there sometimes.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, you always know that's there. What grade do you give the Pringles Top Ramen?
Probably like an 80. Like it's good. It doesn't taste bad. It achieves like it tastes just like chicken ramen noodles.
That's what I was going to ask. Now, what
So
grade do you
they-
give on that? Just
Oh.
on that.
Probably like a 99. I don't know. There's a little gravy taste. It's kind of weird. I'm getting a little bit of a gravy.
Right at the
taste,
beginning, I got it, then it went away once.
but
When I went, ugh, that was when the chicken part hit.
I'll give it a 99. It's pretty dead on.
For, like you said, overall, I'm going like a 78. You really don't realize, but do you really want a chicken ramen noodle chip?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but I think I'm done.
You going to
eating
sit
these.
down and eat a ham sandwich with that?
No.
What are you going to eat with it?
I've been seeing them on this table for a while now. I was like, oh, I can't wait to do these. I don't think I'll ever have another one again, but they're still good.
78? They're the kind of chip, like, now that's open, I'll walk by and have, like, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, yeah, that's what it is. But now, did it? Trolls are the god. Getting money for eating cheap. Oh, it's Travis Cortez. Travis, thank you. And
Thank you, Travis.
you should emblazon your name across the top instead of Trollzar. Travis.
Travis.
Money.
I think that's his username.
Right?
So
It's
Just-
weird. I don't, I see different people. What I didn't like is I dropped some money on somebody and it gave my real name.
Oh.
And I was like, hey, if you're going to keep that up, I'm not giving any money. But yeah, nobody could pronounce it anyway, so what it matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
TT Travis Trollzar.
Yes.
I give it a 99 for accomplishing does it taste like a ramen noodle? Yes. Do I want it? No. We're going to get to the Pina Colada Oreo after we clear the...
Palette?
It occurred to me. We did the other two and we just never got around to it. The Thins don't really hold a special place in my heart. They're too thin. I like the cheesy garlic bread Pringles a couple years back. They're hard to find. I think Pringles just like throws out some. That's why I was surprised these. I really figured they were done. God knows when they were
My
made.
middle name is Ignatius.
Nope, these are good. By the way, you were here when this started. Your middle name, but I've never given it away. You know why I've never given it away?
Why?
I can't say on camera.
Oh, okay.
The origin of your middle name comes from a movie. It's a character in the movie Pulp Fiction, and we'll leave it at that. People know that much. People also know your name, Quentin, comes from Quentin Tarantino. It was an earlier time. While I still very much think Quentin Tarantino's a genius, there are people now
Who don't think so?
that are a little soft-hearted, a little soft-headed. He's too violent. He's too violent for me.
What?
And all the cussing. And in his movies, people refer to minorities in words no one uses.
Oh.
People use those words.
Anybody upset about the use of the N-word in Django's retarded. Like, it's a movie set.
Well, see, you
on a
can't say
plantation.
retarded. See, that's the type of thing we're talking about. I don't have a problem. See, that's where the line with that stuff comes too real. People use those words, and people say those words.
Oh, yeah, they do.
But it's how you characterize the type of people that use them. If your hero is Superman flying down, to groups of people calling them racial names, not cool.
Not cool.
If your guy is the bad guy and he's a racist, kind of fits. He wouldn't say, "Hey, gang." But yeah, people get really bent now about everything that Tarantino has done for various reasons.
You know that scene where they're at the dinner table at Candy Ranch and Leonardo DiCaprio beats his hand on the table, and that's actual blood. He actually cut his hand open. Did you know that?
That wasn't on purpose. They just kept filming.
Nice, and he just kept going and he wiped it on that chick's face.
That was some Apocalypse Now stuff. That's what dude did with the mirror.
Oh, he punched it?
Yeah,
I heard they really gave him, I can't see the word, can I? Are you going to find a way to dance around this?
Spell it. Give me the first three letters. They gave him...
A-C-I-D.
Oh. Yeah. They gave him A. C-I-D.
C-I-D.
A
chemical that a man named Albert Hoffman synthesized in
the stuff that they used to melt the bodies on the early episodes of Yeah. There you go. Tarantino told those people to shut up. Tarantino is a salty dude in interviews. Just go type in Tarantino gets cross with interviewer. Just type in Tarantino interviewer, and it's like just moment after moment of him just being a jerk. I've answered this before.
Oh, really?
I'm not here to do your thing. I'm here to do my movie. And he gets his little Tarantino voice going. Yeah.
He didn't age well.
I know, his head, man.
His head.
That's a good call.
I hope I aged
He did not. His head took roids, allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's big. He's like he has gigantism in his head.
Yeah, it's weird.
Berkshire Bacon Lover. $1.11.
Thank you.
111. You know what? $1.11 will spin just as well as $1.10 or $1.12, so we will take it. Thank you. The BBL. He's one of those low-key supporters. He's out there. He's watching.
Berkshire.
He was watching the night. I don't know how much of this I can say. The video we made when there was the glitch where the people could get their money back for about 5 minutes.
Careful.
We made a video in the middle of the night one night because I found a loophole on how people that didn't have the $100 in their account, when everything got froze, we put the video up and I said something to him like, "This will be gone by daylight." What was it? 8 minutes?
Yeah.
The notifications had gone out and people were coming and saying, "Hey, this video's gone." I think Berkshire Bacon Lover was one of the few that actually got to see the entire video before it got ganked. And then I went back 3 hours later and tried to do the trick we did, and it was no longer available. I will just say that we got a very strongly worded message from the company and or companies that run this entire thing that they did not appreciate us telling people how to get their money out that was owed to them.
They didn't.
King Dev Boom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devster. We appreciate your patronage and your patience. That's an orange.
He said he did remember that.
I know you did because he and I talked about it after. I was a little shook because I got warned, like in real time by the company, like, hey, we see you, we know what you're doing. Don't tell people that. It kind of bothered me a little.
It's weird.
Word. Death Proof or Planet Terror? Ooh. I like both equally. I like both equally so much that, like, I can't even compare them. Which did you like better? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Death Proof was Stuntman Mike with the car.
Yeah, but I remember that. And
you probably haven't seen Planet
Terror.
Terror.
The machine gun on her leg. Yeah, I haven't seen it in like 8 years or something.
Back before Rose McGowan became a complete freaking nut job.
Yeah, whoever that is.
I love you. I love you so much for that. She is the woman that signed a non-disclosure agreement with Harvey Weinstein.
I think it's
Weinstein, Rupston, whatever. And didn't tell anybody anything. And then when all this stuff went down, she stepped over the NDA and started telling people, yeah, it happened to me too. And then within about 3 months, she became real judgmental about other people not saying stuff. Even though she was the one that could have stopped everything, but she took money not to. And now she's a militant nut job with a little bitty haircut that is over judgmental. And everything that happens, be it a, fender bender, drugs found in her baggage, anything is all a plot to get her. Rose McGowan. Somewhere, somebody.
At least she was good in Planet Terror.
She was good in Scream, too.
Cool.
She was the chick that ended up dead in the garage door.
Yeah, I don't remember watching Scream.
You should, there are some films. There are some holes in your film repertoire.
David Arquette is in that. Is in Scream. He plays the cop.
Hey, his finest role.
Yeah.
And for my money, I'll tell you what. Scream 2, I liked it better. On a college campus.
Dewey? Is that the name of the
Dewey.
cop?
Dewey got jacked up, dude. He got stabbed like 4,000 times.
He did.
I remember her at the VMAs in just a thong. Yeah, and then suddenly, like, that ship set, along with some of the looks and whatnot, and she's kind of like, let me jump on the next ship, which is now, I'm a militant crazy woman.
Well.
That new Tremors movie on Netflix is lousy. Was there a newer one than the Family Ties guy and the one dude went to Africa, Jason? Because that was my limit. Scream was a tribute to Halloween. I can't wait for it. Well, it was a tribute to Halloween and about 20 other movies, I guess. Because there was, I'm trying to think how to say this. There was elements of Halloween, but they never had like the party scene or where they all got together. You don't know any of these things. Do you even watch horror movies?
I used to.
What's your favorite horror movie?
I guess Friday the 13th. No, well, not that one. It'd probably be like Friday the 13th part. A Super 8 a horror movie? Or is that like an adventure movie?
That's like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Then I guess one of the Friday the 13th would be my favorite horror movie.
See, and the people that know will tell you. Jason is a pale imitation of Michael Myers. Okay. That's all there is. But I will tell you, like I always say, the Jason, what is it, X, where he goes to space?
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the greatest movies ever made.
X.
It's not really a horror movie. It's horrible.
Then there's Jason Takes Manhattan.
See, they were still trying at that point.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's just like, we're going to send this fool into space.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Kind of felt like there was, I don't know how to, you make good points, but when he goes into space somehow, it was just like they're like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah,
he's in space.
He was in space.
Do you ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No.
What's that?
I love this guy. Samoa Joe losing her own. Yep. I guess you saw the end of that live stream anyway. I pretty much lost my mind. Let's eat some Oreos and cheer me up. Pina Colada Oreo Thins. All the great taste of regular Oreos. You just have to eat like 8 of them. The only reason we're trying this now is I keep hearing how great these are. Over and over and over and over. Damn. There we go. They smell good.
Oh.
I agree with Matthew Simmons. Jason Callan, some bitter about Tremors, Cold Day in Hell. You ready for another one? One of the great bonuses of a live video is you actually get to see us eat. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that want us to leave that in.
Oh, we're really gonna do this?
Oh yeah, we'll do that too. That's what you reminded me. Thanks. That's not where I was going. Now you're regretful. Here we go.
I really don't like it.
Hmm?
I don't like doing that.
That wasn't bad. Here's what I was doing. I wanted to try it this way. I wanted to double up on the frosting on one of these because it just...
Oh.
Let me try now. Somebody will beat me to it. The Kevin Bacon one got canceled, though, as good as it looks. Or never even started by Sci-Fi.
What was that Kevin Bacon movie where his son got killed by a gang?
Death Sentence. That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Nobody likes that movie. It was made by the guy that made the original Saw. I believe he went on to do, like, I don't know, the movies with the Warrens. But Death Sentence with Kevin Bacon, he goes all like, what's the other one, the Bruce Willis movie they just made, Death Wish, where he kills, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Very gruesome. Awesome. Not so awesome, the Pina Colada Oreos.
Yeah, these aren't really good.
I like the kettle corn more.
Yeah, I don't like these at all.
I wouldn't go that far. These would have been better, not in thin.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's something about this that I don't like. I don't like the way it tastes for some reason. I really don't like it.
Aftertaste a bit weird. And I like Pina Colada.
We'll give it like a 50.
I'm a rum guy.
You're a rum guy?
I'm going to give it like 80.
Not a fan.
Let's see how the Oreos taste dipped in Mountain Dew. They couldn't be worse.
And you Laurel Yanni.
Laurel.
Laurel.
That's all I ever heard. Whoa. We've lost her, Captain. She'll come back up in a moment. I don't know what the hell happened there. That's weird. I hate when that happens. It'll re-kick.
Is the charger plugged in?
Yep, it's good. See? It is, you know what it is?
What is it?
It's an Asus. For people that know, they know. Bye, Stone Cold. I thought you were toasting me. All you were missing was the middle finger in the theme song. I can do the theme for you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I can't break the glass.
Austin 216.
There you go. I love the original Charles Bronson Death Wish. And Jeff Goldblum was in Death Wish?
Played a gang member.
We've had a Death Wish conversation before. The only one of those movies I could watch was where he moves into the neighborhood full of old people. It's either 3 or 4. And he teaches them, I think it's Chicago. And they have the most ludicrous gang members you've ever seen. Everybody's got a mohawk. It's like it's like Charles Bronson suddenly went to, like, I don't know, Mad Max times, except it's just Chicago.
That's funny.
That was 3. That's the only one I enjoyed, Jason. Those McDonald's fresh beef burgers were actually really good. I agree with you, Ryan. This fella here, you weren't impressed, were you?
I was not impressed.
You just said it tasted the same?
I don't know. It just tasted like a hamburger, man. I wasn't blown away.
The only thing you noticed different was the texture?
Yeah. It looked a little different, too. If I was, like, blindfolded, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. I'd be like, oh, well, it probably tastes different, but not enough to be able to...
Not enough?
Oh, this is fresh ground beef.
We've hit your time mark, sir. I noticed you checked your time. You out of here? You got to go?
No, not yet.
Uh-oh.
Do you know who... Is his name Ronald Gene Simmons?
Yes, I know who Ronald Gene Simmons is.
The guy from Dover?
Right up the road.
Yeah.
How can we say this? He sent a bunch of people here onto the next phase.
But before he did that, he sent his wife and his children on to the next phase.
Well, those were the people included.
I thought he got someone at a gas station, too.
Ronald Gene Simmons, for those of you that don't know, I've told you this story. I was reading a book about him.
Yeah.
This is swear to God true. It's just so random. I'm reading a book about this guy who is a mass person who takes people on to the next phase of their life. And I start to realize, hey, that is right here where I am. Like, literally right where I am. I'm running a business. And I'm reading about landmarks, like 3 miles away.
Yeah.
So I just get up and close the business and lock the door during the middle of the day. This seems reasonable. It's about 4 in the afternoon, wintertime. Get in the car and drive right on down to where I was reading about. And where he did his business with about 15 people was just sitting there. I got in the car and drove there. No premeditation. By that time, it was wintertime. It was getting 5-ish, dusk. I hopped the fence, went up, and everything was still there. And this had been like 10, 15 years before.
Yeah.
And the stuff where they found the remains was still sitting right where it had been. Nothing had been touched. It creeped me the F out. I'm up there by myself. Like, jumped the fence, went up a driveway, and then you're just there. In this wide expanse where all these people were found. And you could hear, like, a bird land on a branch.
Oh, wow.
And the sun's going down. I'm like, well, you're here now. Didn't have a phone, didn't have camera. It wasn't back when you could do that stuff. So I looked around for a minute and said, okay. Got back in my car and drove away quickly.
So was he executed?
He was one of the few people that when they got him, he was like, don't give me a trial. Just took a brother up, take me on down the road. He was ready to go.
Oh, so he got executed a while, huh?
He's weird, though. He's one of the ones that did a lot of people that you never hear about. Like, he doesn't get all the, the press of Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Who did half the work. No offense, Ed. That's gnarly. Yeah,
That's gnarly.
The worst part was most of these people were his family. Like, a huge amount of those people were all family. Pretty ugly.
Didn't he do it on Christmas?
He started a week before, and he was piling them up as they came for Christmas, and he would just sit in his chair and watch TV, and then every time somebody new came to visit, ding dong, surprise.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But that's only like the third freakiest place I've ever been. I told you, they're all, like, I've never seen an actual apparition or anything, but I've felt like freaked out before. I went into a place in Cripple Creek that was haunted. I worked there. But I went into the one place that they kept locked with like 4,000 locks on my last night. I used all the locks and unlocked it.
Yeah.
And I went down underground where the owner of the casino had died like 100 years before. And at the foot of the stairs, you looked up and saw him looking down on you at the spot where he had died.
Oh yeah, you told me there's like a painting. Well, so what happened? Didn't you tell me he was like wheelchair bound and he
was in a wheelchair and he fell down the stairs.
Oh, you think he was murdered?
Well, he had a young wife who stood to like gain a lot. And the only two people that were around that corner when he fell was her and him. So who knows? I'm sure he just fell out of the chair down the steepest flight of stairs you've ever seen. So yeah, I unlocked all these locks. I get down there, and this place, you can look up Cripple Creek. It's one of the oldest cities in the world. They had a club down there that looked like it was from like the 30s, and everything was lit, and all the silverware was out, and they had candles in there lit. Now this is not BS. This was weird as hell. There were candles in there lit, but this thing had like lock. It was locked like 8 ways. And as far as I knew, there was no other way in this room. And I went in there at 3 a.m. and looked around. Nobody was allowed in there. I got videotape. I made like on an old videotape.
Yeah.
But I got about halfway in there, and I got this feeling, dude, all the hair on my arm stood up. And I had to get out like as quick as I could. Nothing spoke to me, nothing. Yeah. I just had to get out. I got out, locked all that shit up, and ran.
That's cool.
I guess. It was not only lit, it was turned because we can't use lit anymore. Lit is banned.
That's banned.
As a kid, I lived across the street from a guy that did similar things.
Very odd and creepy.
You have a, well, we can't say too much.
What do you mean?
About our neighbors.
Oh.
You have one now that one day you may be recounting the tale. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
How is lit banned? Man,
Turned.
we had to, lit is now banned because it has been taken over and started to be used by Ian K at Peep This Out.
Oh, I forgot why there was a little taboo on saying it.
We love Ian K, but when Ian K catches on to something, that means it has run its course twice.
It's dead.
So it's now turned. I believe Drake was the one that assisted with the turn, wasn't he?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember.
But he can still be pumped.
Hashtag revival it.
If you guys go sit through about 3 of Ian K's newest videos, and if he quits using lit, we'll bring it back. I used lit and turn in a convo with my fiance the other day. She legit stared at me and burst out laughing. It's cut band. Joey remembers my the one day I randomly went off over cuck.
Yeah.
Depends on the usage. Sir Spooks. His voice is a bit creepy. What is it with these guys in these top 10 channels that I always watch, that they have that voice that... Is it... What is it? Ooh.
What?
I don't know how to say it without sounding racist, but I don't know if it's a racial thing or the guy has a speech impediment. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Is he like... It's not one guy. There's like 4 of them, and I don't know if it's a computer program. They all sound like vaguely Korean.
I don't know.
Anybody? All the scary, freaky top channels I watch where there's a countdown, dudes never speak very good English. And I can never discern if it's a bad AI or a person. Reverse Casey Kasem. Nice. Lit is not banned in Texas. Well, then Ian K must be banned in Texas. Did you see my message? I didn't. Did you put it here? Where did you put it, Amber?
Amber alert.
Amber alert. Nice. I still can't believe Kinder Eggs. You know what? They were not banned in Arkansas because people in Arkansas didn't realize what they were, and they were still selling them.
Really?
There was I don't even know if you know what they are. I've got one sitting over there somewhere.
It's the eggs with there's the chocolate eggs with the toys inside.
I have one sitting like right over there. I bought it that time.
Kinder eggs.
The reason, what was I gonna say? Oh, when they were banned, I almost started opening them on here for fun because you could still get them here. What are your expectations of the Han Solo movie?
Solo.
My expectations are, I will watch Deadpool twice, and wait till Han Solo gets to, I don't know, Voodoo or something.
Isn't what's his name playing Lando in that? Donald Glover.
If they would have got Donald Glover in the movie and called it Lando,
That would have been cool.
I'd have been all in. Some little creepy dude playing Han Solo, not so much. Dude, we've got the video up on the page. CraveCon is taking place here this year. Right here.
In this room.
Pigpen. Go, after this, go look through our videos. We have the CraveCon announcement. I was watching a vlog from somebody at VidCon that Ian K was in for a minute. The top comment was, that guy gives us...
Oh, can't say that. Well, you can say it. Why can't you say that?
Because Ian's my friend. I like Ian. Ian is a nice guy. Ian sometimes doesn't realize he's being so Ian.
That's alright. That's part of the charm.
But his heart is pure. Unlike most of the people on YouTube. I know I was invited to CraveCon. Since when is CraveCon? When do you need an invite? You just show up at CraveCon, Jason. Jason was, you weren't only invited, Jason, you were there like at the founding of the new one, man. You're just there. You don't even need an invite. You just show up. Bomb Frosty.
Bomb Frosty. Can we say the B word?
Bomb?
Bomb.
Bomb?
Bomb.
Too late, we already did. It's coming.
It's coming.
The AI will find it. Ian looks thin in the face, but one video showed his beer getting thought he was a thin dude. What video was that? And why was he showing his gut?
It's not my business.
Oh, we've got to talk about this. Gonna talk in code for those of you that understand. There was a reviewer that had a falling out with another reviewer. The one reviewer doesn't ever use his name, just goes by the. He moves around a lot. He lives in Florida, Virginia. You've heard us speak of this guy. Well, it seems, you know, him and another happy fella had a dispute. And then the happy fella disappeared for about a year.
Yeah.
Well, there were stories that the happy fella was in a hole in the desert.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, the happy fella never showed his face. Now, some of his social media would show pictures of like planes or food, but never his face. Well, that fella turned back up this week. It took that long to find a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't file, you know, missing person charges if a person appears. And what better way to have them, you know, appear than in videos?
Exactly.
So the happy guy is back for a few videos just to prove he's not dead. But he'll be gone again soon.
We know what really happened.
We know what really happened.
Oh, I saw a trailer for that.
With the collar? Was that Evil Genius? I heard, spoiler, kind of a spoiler. I heard the last one accident.
Whoops.
Yes, he says. How bad is it that you accidentally confess? The Jinx. Anybody ever seen that? That's probably my favorite one of those shows ever. I'll hook you up with that. I think you would like it.
The Jinx?
It's about this rich dude that kind of went off his wagon, and he had like offed people.
Yeah.
And then like he ended up living in like a low income area next to a neighbor that really made him mad. And so the neighbor ended up getting found floating in the bay in several trash bags, and they started investigating this dude. And he had a history of this.
Yeah.
In the last episode, they were interviewing him, and he's got the mic on and goes to the bathroom. I swear.
I think you've told me about
And
that.
he starts talking to himself in the bathroom with the mic on, like, do you think they'll believe that crap I just gave them?
What an idiot.
Dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's classic. The Jinx, for those of you that don't know. Extra sausage in your pizza. Matthew Simmons, I have to ask, where did you come from? One day you just appeared here, out of the blue. Do you live in the East or the West? We need to know something about Matthew. I don't know why. I feel the need. You know who we don't see here anymore?
Who?
Rye the Stunner.
Well,
Mystery number 2. What happened to Rye the Stunner?
what happened to Rye?
I live in California. You would be amazed how many viewers do live in California. I've said it before.
Like 60%, right?
60% of our U.S. viewers live in California. None in Vermont. Saying, see? What does it take to be banned off your channel? That's a tough one. I don't know. I'll let you have your say. There's times I will let people even like spam, but at a certain point, if you're not entertaining, that's it. That's what'll get you banned. The Jim Rome approach. Say whatever you want, but it better be entertaining.
Who's Jim Rome?
He is this sports announcer guy that was the most savage, annoying man ever.
Awesome.
And his thing was, have a take, don't suck. Yeah, so that's what it takes to get banned. If you want to argue with us about something, argue away, but your argument's got to be better than, like, you're wrong. That's how you get banned. Happy Man Snacks. I've heard of that guy. Wasn't he gone for a long time and then he came back after like a year? Didn't he just make a comeback?
Would it be, would it do? Happy Man Snacks.
Interesting.
Back for another review.
How to get banned? No, that won't get you banned either. You got to do better. Did Q ever get his haircut for money?
No.
No. Sadly, he's gotten those haircuts several times for free. Oh, I know, Jason. I know. And we're going to discuss that one day because you're one of those people out there spreading the fake news.
Fake news.
I was trying to think of another word. The alternative theory. Jason has an alternative theory. There's two theories, Jason. We can't discuss them here.
Yes, Tiger Woods, I did.
He did, but he has not walked. That's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
We both look at each other like, right? Yeah, right? Sure. He graduated.
Just barely. What?
Did they ask you how you graduated? What'd you say? What was just barely for?
No, I just threw it in there. Just barely. That's all that counts. I heard that other schools don't do semester tests, so that's. Oh, thank you, Tiger Woods. But yeah, that's lame. Semester tests are useless. Why you gonna test me over stuff like I should have been, focusing on this whole semester, and I wasn't.
I really think that you heard wrong. I've never heard of schools not having that.
I know one in Conway doesn't because my friend goes there and he said they stopped doing that.
Why?
I don't know. I just asked about semester. He's like, yeah, we don't do that here. No, I don't know if I'm going to college. I don't know.
Deep fried Oreos are not. Yeah, they're alright. Not a whole bunch of them. At least Q didn't quit. You know what? If given the choice, he would have. He asked me every day for 3 years, "Can I just quit?"
Should have just quit in like 9th grade.
Yeah. Congrats, Q. Next stop. Dealing with adult life.
Lame.
Yeah. Adults.
Pesky. Right?
There are things I could say, but Oh, yeah. He. Let's put it out one more time. You ready? The Q for college. He doesn't know.
I don't know.
What does that mean exactly? Well, tomorrow he'll be like, I want to go to this college. And then I'll say, well, you got to do some stuff to get into college. You better start. And then the next day he'll be like, I don't like that college anymore.
Yeah, not Aaron. I think school is a massive waste of time.
Depends on what you take.
I still think it's a big waste of time. The only thing good at my school were like my friends in the library. That's all I ever got at school. So.
You know what I got the most use out of in school?
What?
I told Megan this the other day. It's a true story. I literally moved out right after I graduated, 17 years old. And I took a freaking bunch of home ec because it was an easy grade. It was air conditioned at that time. I'm old. There wasn't a lot of places with air conditioning. There were girls in there, and it wasn't like agriculture or something where you had to build anything.
Yeah.
So I took like a lot of home ec, and as soon as I moved out, I took all the crap I learned in home ec and used it in real life. But the rest of that stuff, Home ec, boy, they included you could bake stuff. They showed you how to have a checking account.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you need to know in life is in home ec.
Oh, how did I do in high school? Well, this last semester my GPA was really low.
He's spotty. Like sometimes he would show up like AB honor roll, and then the next time he'd show up like DF demi roll. I don't know. You never were that bad, but you were really spotty, man. It was like sometimes you'd try, sometimes you wouldn't.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I never did good math. So.
Me either. I never did well in math, and then I went to college and took a course that required math pretty extensively.
Yeah, I think once you learn how to read and write, I don't think you really need school after that. Once you got that down.
You're not using school to learn so much as you're using school to prove that you have the ability to learn.
Yeah, but you can prove that to yourself in other ways, can't you? Do you have to wake up at 7?
It's not you that you're proving it to. It's the person that invests their money in using you for employment.
Yeah.
Plus, it is a system designed to enslave your mind so that when you get out, you'll be ready to work.
Yeah.
But no, man, you need school. Come on. What are you talking about? Do you need so much school? Probably not.
No.
You should be, what's that movie? What's that movie where when they're kids, they figure out that they draw a stone or something, they're birds or whatever? Not the Hunger Games, the other one.
Divergent?
Divergent. Should be like Divergent. By the time you're like 12, they just go, you're a carpenter.
Oh, no. I don't like that idea.
You don't want to go to school?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it weird I hate math, but I have a college degree in math? I hate math. I can't do math. but I'm pretty good at certain forms of math.
Oh, you're not the real Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods makes me smile. Look, it's Nick J. I don't know why. I have no clue why I think this of you, Nick J. Maybe it's the Nick. Maybe it's your little dude there with the hair. But I always think that Nick J is secretly, for some reason, Nick Lachey. There are a bunch of people going, who? Long ago, there was a group called 98 Degrees.
Yeah. And?
No speak English. Long ago, there was a group called 98 Degrees, and their leader was Nick Lachey. He went on to marry a chick named Jessica Simpson, and they had a reality show. Nick Lachey was awful. He had no musical talent really whatsoever. He was an average-looking guy, and yet he fronted a boy band, married a hot chick, and had a reality show. Nick Lachey was the American dream. He was married to Jessica C. Hey, Tiger, I didn't say they were good. I said he couldn't sing. They were like the, I can't even give you an example. They were like the opening, like if you have wrestling, like Backstreet Boys would have been like Hulk Hogan. They were like the Brutus the Barber. I don't know. I don't have any analogy for what 98 Degrees was. And they weren't even a boy band. They all looked like middle-aged men. One of them was fat. It's horrible.
That's awesome.
That show gave birth to the Chicken of the Sea stuff with Jessica Simpson. Yeah, you know, they'd only been in existence like 70 years. I'm sure they really appreciated her help. One Direction was better than 98 Degrees. You don't have to hate to admit it. It just like, that's not even giving 98 Degrees any credit. Have you ever heard a 98 Degrees song?
No, I don't think I have.
I bet he has. Every time we do this, when it's over, I say, I'll give him an example. He'll go, oh, yeah.
Well, what's one that I would know? What's it called?
Anybody? Any help?
One of their hits?
They only had like 3 hits. They just kept being famous for some reason. The girls were my favorite thing about going to that class, too. They were a one-hit wonder that wasn't that wonderful. Come on, man. They had like 3. That's what I tell him.
Well, that's good.
Loomis, that's what I say, especially because that really kind of hurt me going right into college. I had a full scholarship, so I kind of had to. But you get burned out, especially if you, now in his case maybe not so much, but if you've worked your ass off all through high school and then you go right into college, there's a lot of people that burn out. What I always advised him was, don't start your life and go to college at the same time. If you're going to go get a house and do all this stuff, go do that and then go to college. But don't do them at the same time. Or go to college and do the other. But it's like too much at once.
Just good advice.
I lived on campus, dude, and college kicked my ass. I don't know about that, Clarence. I'm just old. Have you reviewed international products? We have. In fact, I think we have a playlist of it. It's just something like, I don't know. If you look through our playlist, we have international products.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
The community college?
Yeah.
Only if you're serious about learning. If you're trying to go to college to have the Van Wilder experience, community college is not for you. Laurel. My grammar is exceptional. Thank you. I appreciate that. My grammar is exceptional because I live in the South and I grew up around people that talked, You ever seen Megan in a video? I grew up around people that had a very regional dialect and I did not like it. I hated it. And so I made sure that I talked TV talk because people on TV.
You don't want to sound like this?
No.
No.
And it's not just that. I didn't want to sound like I was from the East Coast either, because East Coast, everybody always sounds angry. They have, like, to people in the South, if you're from the East Coast, you have a very angry tone. People on the West Coast speak really quick. And I try to slow down. That's like, I try to speak like middle America.
Yeah.
Learned that when I was a kid from Jim Morrison.
Awesome.
he gave that speech about
TV talk.
TV talk. And it's true. If you guys ever watched like sitcoms, unless it's set somewhere, nobody on Friends had any kind of a dialect. They talk TV talk. Even like Andy Griffith's show, as much as they would try real hard to make them sound Southern, most of the people just sounded like TV talk.
Maybe I just don't notice it, but I really don't notice a lot of people with Southern accents around here.
You don't because you're here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't notice Megan until she gets stuck on a word. You know, where she'll do that thing like, hiya, yeah. Then you got doing. Yeah. That's the only time I notice the Southernness, but if she sits down here, that's, where'd you get that accent? How do you know her? Yeah. Q, find out what you were passionate about before heading out to college.
Yeah, that's good advice.
It is good advice. I would like to see him be passionate about something. Passionate about anything?
I don't know. Are you passionate about anything?
Everything, but nothing that can make you money. Ask me anything. Ask me about hair bands. I'm passionate. Ask me about OJ. Ask me about people that eat too much lunch meat. Ask me about the wrong flavored cookie. Ask me about Nickelback. I'm passionate. Ask me about something that I can make money off of. Screwed. Not even passionate about girls. This is where you give him the cool line. You got a cool line?
Oh. I don't have a cool line.
When girls are all you know, man, there's no reason to get passionate.
There you go.
Something like that.
That was a cool line.
It was all right. Docking a rat. Oh my God. Drowning or hanging? I'll go with hanging for 2. Let's take rat.
What's docking? Is that a hair metal band?
Don't do that to hair metal. There is a bit somebody did once about going to a rock concert and they went to see Dokken.
Yeah.
And like the 2 punchlines were the crowd was chanting something like Dokken be rockin', and this guy was like, no, Dokken be suckin'. And the concert ended and they went in and then they came back out for the encore and he was the one guy standing on the seat going, no, go back in. Dokken, not good. Dokken. No. See, passion. That just like, ugh. I like money, but I'm not good at math. Got any good concerts lined up this summer? Got some concerts lined up. I'm good. Next weekend, next weekend I have Riverfest and you're not attending.
I'm not.
It's a sad day, folks. Next Friday, listen to this lineup of greatness I'm going to, and this is by choice. I'm going to see Sammy Kershaw, Tracy Lawrence, Colin Ray, and Aaron Tippin.
I don't know who any of those people are. Who's Colin Ray?
80s country. You would pick, like the 2 dudes of the 4, 2 of them are tolerable. Tracy Lawrence and Colin Ray, I've both seen before. Oddly enough, between the 2 of them, they have like 50 hits.
Who sings Time Marches On? Is that Tracy Lawrence?
Tracy Lawrence. He's decent. Now, you want to talk about a southern sounding dude. He is from a little town in Arkansas that actually I played basketball against him once. Not on the court at the same time. We were both on the bench.
Yeah.
Because I was in 9th grade.
Yeah.
But yes, before he was known. I don't know any of those artists because they sing 80s country. And I'm trying to justify it, but we're at a music festival, and on that particular day, the other bands... I'm thinking of going and seeing Young Thug the second night. You know any Young Thug?
No. I don't really listen to rap music that much.
But answer me this. The last couple times we went and saw a rap artist, Wiz Khalifa?
Oh, Wiz Khalifa was great.
He's decent, right?
Yeah, he was great.
Who'd we see the year before that?
Juicy J.
Juicy J was really good.
Maybe that was the day before that or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, the last 2, though, were really good. Wiz Khalifa was the most impressive rapper I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because it was just him. He didn't even have a hype man. He played, 2.5 hours with no hype man. That's friggin' impressive for people that know rap music.
Remember when he closed with Young, Wild, and Free and everyone sang it?
That was pretty sweet.
Even police were dancing.
Giant, he's throwing out stuff. He was throwing things out into the crowd.
It was weird. I was sitting next to police, like, on the lawn, and it was weird to just see, like, everyone openly breaking a certain law and someone encouraging it.
And smoke rising.
And smoke rising. And
that would not have been the crowd to try to arrest Juicy J. I was waiting, not Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa. I was waiting on it.
But the cops started dancing at some point. It was really cool.
Yeah, might as well.
They were having a good time.
Probably a contact good time.
Maybe.
Any famous people come out of your area? Depends on what you call famous.
Johnny Cash. Isn't it around here somewhere?
Yeah, Johnny Cash. Colin Ray was famous.
What's his name? Ronald Gene Simmons.
Oh,
infamous.
Boy. Yeah, nobody.
Barely.
Famous. You know what? If you look at like the state of Arkansas, nah, not really. I got nothing.
There's some more country singers.
Lots of country singers. But if you've never heard of them, are they really famous?
John Wayne.
John Wayne didn't come.
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, no.
No.
John Wayne. Do you know that John Wayne's real name was Marion?
No, that's funny.
That's why he's so mean. Kind of like Boy Named Sue.
Yeah. Did you know that song, Boy Named Sue, was written by Shel Silverstein, not Johnny Cash?
Why do you love that piece of trivia so much?
I don't know. I don't remember where I heard it. I've told you twice. I've told someone I work with, too.
I got one for you, Loomis, that you'll disagree with then. Let me think of another.
Little John?
Do you have... Little John should be a hype man. But no.
He should stay a hype man.
Flavor Flav. Is Flavor Flav not a hype man? Now, I understand he's rapped, but come on. He's a hype man. Was supposed to be. Someone recognized me and asked me to have a selfie with him.
Awesome.
I'm only recognized or asked for things like that late at night. Usually, it's really weird. A lot of times it's at gas stations. And it's never for food reviews have I ever been recognized like this 6 times ever. Ever once. Orange video.
Orange video.
Potato video.
That's weird. Oh yeah, I do. I work at
Don't give the name.
No, I work at a buffet place that sells seafood.
I would have led with the seafood.
Yeah.
Buffet.
Seafood buffet.
Buffet so blasé. I work at a buffet. Buffet.
Buffet.
Is it a buffet?
Yeah.
So I couldn't go in that place and be like, give me a cheeseburger, B?
No, they don't make cheeseburgers. On crab night, you can order crabs. The crabs aren't on the buffet. You gotta order crabs specifically. Or lobster. I don't know if they sell lobster or crab. It is crab, not lobster. Never mind.
Amber's getting the, we get into a rhythm where we look away once in a while.
Yeah.
And then certain people always get up. We're going to go see if we can find Amber's last question. Remember Jay Loomis when we were trying to get his name? And we had like 20 people trying to help us with Jay's name?
Yeah.
I don't even see her. Oh, was your question, is Megan going to college or is she taking a break too? The answer is... That's the answer.
That's the answer.
That was the answer. I'm sorry we worked that hard for you, Amber, to give you the... Why do people recognize you, Matthew?
Yeah, that happens to me too.
What exactly have you done?
Every time I go somewhere, I'm just flocked. People freak out and they treat me like I'm, I don't know, some sort of superstar.
Who is Megan? Megan is the only Megan is the only other person ever to appear here or on any of our other channels. I think that's accurate.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it that time, Amber. Dude, we rolled back up and I never saw it. No. Those guys are way too smart for that. Like Damon KBD, anybody like that, they're way too smart for that.
Smart for what?
To respond to us.
Oh. Dame did once on a Periscope.
And KBD did once. And he learned to regret it, and then they never have again.
That's right.
We could literally like bring out wood carvings of them and beat them with baseball bats.
Yeah.
And
they wouldn't do anything.
They wouldn't say anything. Smart move. Well, I would tell you they weren't very good, but I'm sitting here eating them. Nick J is right. Damn, Nick J, look at you knowing some trivia. Someone appeared on your WWE live stream. You know who that was?
Who?
Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. Nick J, whenever we meet you in person, you get a free cookie for that. Bedtime? I don't know when bedtime is. I got a house to clean because my mama's coming to town for graduation, and he's going to go spend a night at his friend's house.
I also have graduation rehearsal down the way.
Oh, crap. Hey, you know what?
What?
That takes care of your ride.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone. Dude, you better show up.
Yeah, I'll show up. I have to.
I'll show up.
I have to.
I can see it now. You'll show up like 2 minutes left, and you'll be like, hey, I'm here.
We'll see how that goes.
I can't talk smack, though. The guy you're with is a friggin' scholar.
He is a scholar.
I don't know if he's a gentleman and a scholar, but who knew? Who knew the guy you're with is a scholar?
I knew he was a scholar.
That's all you ever told me was that he, in the parking lot of,
No, stop.
for extra.
True. It's not true. It's not true. That's true. He's a scholar. He's got scholarships. He's a scholar. He is.
I saw it with my own eyes. The man is a scholar. Aaron, you're a scholar, bro.
Thank you, Joey. My graduation is this Saturday.
Ecstasy, John. You know, we live in that kind of society where I don't question people's reasoning for wanting to go spend a night, I guess.
Well, he works late. I don't know if he's even off yet.
What kind of place does he work at?
Don't give fast food.
Ah.
He works closed tonight.
Fast food, is it the kind of place that sells supposedly Mexican fast food?
No, it's not.
Is it the kind of place where we can get a hookup when a new item is coming out?
Probably.
A little heads up.
Maybe.
Come on, man! You gotta be working these sources.
I do.
You got a source in the fast food industry, and you're not telling me?
You're right. Well, he just got back into the job. He hasn't been working there for a while. No honors.
At one point, they were given stuff, and I thought to myself, why don't they just say, everyone stand up but Q? And his buddy that was sitting next to him.
The scholar.
That guy.
No, I got something. I got a ribbon for being...
He got a rope. They gave him a rope.
A red rope.
I was like, what's that for? Is that to take care of yourself because you didn't get the other honor?
It's for being an East completer. It means I was in East so many times or whatever.
At one point, through this ceremony, we're just kind of talking around.
Yeah.
They were handing out things for completing stuff.
Yeah.
And the award for completing goes to... That was an award.
I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention.
Dude.
To what was going on.
It's like, come to the school, see the slideshow, it'll be an hour.
Yeah, you guys didn't have
3 hours.
I don't know why you came. It was kind of a...
Oh, why you showed up, man?
Well, you just saw a bunch of... I don't know. It was just a big waste of time.
Ended big.
Ended big.
Last hour. Went to see the slideshow, saw the slideshow. Finally.
Finally. What a great slideshow.
Handed an award. Man, they gave awards for not trying. And the award for not trying goes to that kid that's not here. Let's give him a standing O.
That one dude wouldn't stop talking.
We won't say his name.
No.
We'll say his name later. Get the diploma first. I just took an overnight job. Let me tell you something. Here's how you take an overnight job, and if you don't take it this way, then you'll never adjust. Even on your days off, you have to live on an overnight schedule. If you take your days off and then try to go back to days, you're screwed. And you got to train everybody. You have to train everybody that you know not to bother you while you're asleep. The easiest way to train people is people that think you should be awake at noon. Go to their house on Tuesday at 2 a.m. and tell them, hey, you should be awake. After you do that a couple times, they'll leave you alone and let you sleep. You know, when I graduated, they gave us a thing and they opened it. There wasn't even a diploma in there. Mine was mailed to me like a month later. Done like night shift most of my adult life because A, nobody's there. B, if there's nobody there, there's no supervisors there.
That's right.
B, C, D, E, no supervisors. Plus, you do less just for whatever reason. At night, there's less to do, and they pay you more. That's like no people, no supervisors, less to do, more pay. Every, you know,
Yeah.
I'm giving away the keys to the kingdom. I should quit telling people. Receipt for $100 calculator. Yeah, that's
I
that's
lost my calculator.
accurate.
That one hurt. That was too close to home.
That's pretty funny though.
I have to pay for a calculator actually because I lost it.
You notice he said he's
Yeah.
Mr. Jobbenstein.
It's $100. It's not cheap.
$100, bro.
Yeah.
So is he moving out anytime soon?
No.
Not if he's throwing around that calculator money.
I don't know, man. It just happened.
If he knew how he lost.
Yeah. Then I would have to pay for it.
I received a second high school diploma in the mail because they misspelled the name of the school.
That's funny.
Not the guy on the couch, but the guy that was here on the couch for a bit, for a period of time, who will remain nameless.
Yeah.
I think he went to school through 10th grade.
Yeah.
And everywhere he's ever worked, he's just said, "Oh, man, they closed the school."
It's genius.
And there, people were like, "Well, who doesn't graduate high school?" So he just goes on. The place where he last worked was very persistent. No, we really need to see that. This went on for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So he did some like Three's Company Saved by the Bell shenanigans where he gave him a phone number and like had somebody answer or something.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah. The school burned. I was like the superintendent or something. We can't help you.
And he got away with it.
Well, then he quit. So he got away with it.
Good for him.
That's why I never checked out books from the library. I never checked out books from the library because I'm like, why? You gotta read them and stuff. A flash drive that your leg hit. What's going on, Incredible Hulk? How tight are those pants? Is that why people know you, Mr. Tight Pants Matthew? Was playing Breath of the Wild. Okay, what is that?
I don't know.
Breath of the Wild?
I don't know what that is.
You've opened the door, man. What is that? Is it a game? Is it a song? I don't enjoy reading. Zelda on Switch. You and I both are non-Zelda dudes.
No. Never really got into Nintendo.
You know who is a big Zelda person?
Who?
Watch the blank stare go across his face. Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, former Stardust, used to have Zelda insignia on his tights. No one noticed.
Wow.
Like, he went years, and finally one day I got tired of, like, I took a picture and, like, looked it up. Yeah.
Great fact.
Zelda stuff. He's like, I'm going to put Zelda stuff on my wrestling tights.
Legend of Zelda.
It's a game. It must be all right, man. What's it been around, like 15, 20 years?
Longer than that, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, you know, all kidding aside, I had the thought, I was like, if they're hurting, I'm just going to buy a ticket and not go. I couldn't go to Chicago. But I had the legit thought of, like, buying a cheap ticket just because I was sick of people saying, they'll never sell out. I really thought they would. They didn't need my help.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that, Jack. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Probably not very good.
By Battle Royale, do you mean what? The bunch of you just drop in?
Yeah, it's going to be like, they're going to try and do a PUBG thing.
Well.
It's not going to work. It's going to be lame.
The tower was under the desk, and by the way, I don't ever wear pants. I always wear shorts. Good night, Frankie. It's good to see you again. Texas, 1:27 a.m. Yeah, that's what it is here, Central Time, 1:27 a.m.
128.
1:28. What do you think? We're only going to go a few minutes. I have to clean. My mom is coming. Greg, I meant to ask you, because you know your older movies, because you're old. I remember a movie when I was small, a small silver ball. Oh, maybe not guns, but are you thinking of Phantasm? It had saws and knives and moved really quick and was badass, but I don't recall guns on Phantasm. Silver ball. That had the dude, Angus Scrim, and his famous catchphrase, "Boy!"
What's the movie? Oh, that's Eraserhead.
Yeah, that's very different. If Jason was still on here, he could break down some Phantasm for you, I bet. Phantasm was the bomb, made by the guy that made Bubba Hotep.
Is that right?
Elvis and the...
Yeah, we watched that.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Let's get decadent. I like it when he pulls out the chocolate. He's like, let's get decadent.
Look at you remembering a actual phrase from a movie.
It's a good phrase.
It broke through walls and stuff. Man, I'm telling you, it's Phantasm, but it didn't have a gun. It showed you from the point of view from the ball, like, and had a drill would come out of it, hit people in the forehead, blood. Have you ever seen Jason's impressions of people from movies and shows? Like actual, like, this is my John Ritter impression, or is it, this is my impression of people? No, I have not. I've seen Jason's impression of making weird things for us when we ask him to, where he just drops in and says weird shit for no reason in our videos. If you're going to watch Phantasm 1, but then watch Phantasm 2. That Phantasm 2 is literally the Rocky 4 of the franchise. That's all you need to know.
All right. I didn't even know what Phantasm was. I didn't know there was a second one. That's interesting.
We got 4 or 5 of them. They just made one, yeah. Wow. Phantasm has one of the greatest bad acting scenes ever, where they give this dude named Reggie, the ice cream man, a rubber bug. It's about this big.
Yeah.
And he has to fight it convincingly on screen.
That's awesome.
And he's oh.
What kind of bug is it?
Like a giant fly.
That's awesome.
Very good. Very well done.
Yeah.
And they were sponsored by, I'm trying to think of the
Ready Whip?
No, a beer. It's big now. Corona, I think.
Corona.
I think they were sponsored by Corona because, and I heard it, I'm such a nerd, I listened to the commentary, but it's been years. Randomly, if you watch the movie, there's Corona everywhere in the movie for no reason. They'll be sitting in the garage, like, singing a song or something. They're sitting on, like, 50 cases of Corona.
Really? That's awesome.
Fantasio. Was it Fantasio or Phantasmo? Whatever. Dude only wrestled, like, one match. But he did go to the USWA, the same guy with the same gimmick, using a different name. I always thought that guy they missed the boat because he was freaky looking. You're like, huh?
Huh?
Reggie is an inside joke. Reggie Bannister. Why do I get so frustrated whenever I leave my home? I head out to the store and get so frustrated, no real reason.
There's gotta be a real reason.
Agoraphobia? Look it up. Depends on time of day. I like to call it aholophobia because if you have to deal with people. They just put some new, really? Like today. Mid-Atlantic. You big on the Mid-Atlantic?
No.
I'll have to check that out. I've been wanting to see, I like it when Roddy Piper's on the commentary back there. I want to go see that. I watched Ash versus the Evil Dead the first 2 seasons, hadn't caught the third. It was really bummed.
Get a phone call.
He's getting a phone call, folks. We're out anyway. I'll wrap it up, sir. His ride's here, I'm sure. Important man. Come back here. I want people to see you on that phone.
Oh.
He looks like he's from the 80s.
Hold on.
Watch this.
He's probably here.
Hey.
Hello.
I can't hear you.
Look,
My phone is not very good.
It's not.
That was great. That was like, I don't know. For those of you that have watched wrestling, there used to be a guy named Paulie Dangerously before he became Paul Heyman. And his weapon of choice was a phone because it was this big and he could hit people with it. That's kind of how he looks. All right. I was going to wrap it up anyway, guys. But he wrapped himself up with his big-ass phone. What can an iPhone 4S even do anymore? What was the last update that could run? Like, I think we're on 14? Nah, who cares? Exactly more stuff. Exactly. We better be careful. He might do that thing where he stops time and then he comes in here and messes with me. The number 6 with cheese people were never harassing me. It was, what was the dude's name? Cody, Corey, Kenny, whatever. He became very frustrated with me. And then he did the one thing I don't respect in an argument. Like, what does it take to get banned? If you are you, then are you? He trumped me where he just said stuff that wasn't true. He's like, oh yeah? Well, you killed a bunch of people once. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Is that? So, no. No, they were never really harassing me.
He's gonna be here soon. I'll get my stuff.
Okay. That's all I have on that. He confused you with review, bro. God, I wish. 30 years younger, 100 pounds lighter. It'd be worth it. All I'd have to do is get that fingernail clipped, and I'd be good to go. Time out. I'm not Deadpool. Oh, earlier question. Deadpool 2. Yes, going. Not going opening weekend because I can't stand being around people that much. We'll go see Infinity or Avengers, my cat. Sorry, easily whatever again. See, though, I can't say anything about Review Broad doing that because if you go back and look, I think I made a 10-minute video about the downfall of KFC in America. So I can't throw rocks. Oh, on the Avengers movie? No, I've already seen it. But I'm going to see it again. I still haven't gone back to that KFC. And it is still open. And they have not improved it even though corporate got in touch with me. I just think that KFC is a dead brand. And the only thing of any use is the logo and the name. And the longer they let it go, the more value that's going to lose. Especially for movies, man. I don't like going to a movie and I'll be all invested in the movie. And then you always get the one person like right here. Open it. For like 10 minutes, they'll be... What are you doing? The only thing more annoying is when you wait all that time to go to the movies and you're in an empty theater and one person or two people come and sit right by you or right behind you and the whole friggin' theater's open. A lot of times, I will stand up, look at them, just look, and move away. I always bring my own food from the dollar store. It's hard to do in the summer, Matthew, because, you know, it's easy to do if you got a jacket. Especially you. What do? Just walk in? Hey, I got my dollar. Because you're wearing shorts, you can't smuggle it, bro. What do you got? Got a man purse? Backpack? How are you getting it in? I feel bad about getting up. You know what, man? They didn't feel bad about, like, snuggling up against you in, like, why else are you here at, 1 in the morning on a Thursday, but not to have people around you, but they have to come right up your ass? Don't feel bad about it, man. Make a statement. Be like, hey. Nah, never feel bad. Backpack. Really? Dude, even where I'm at in, like, Arkansas, where everybody's laid back, you come rolling into the movie theater with a backpack, people are going to be like, what's going on there? You must be an innocent-looking dude, Matthew, to pull that off. Put the goods between... I don't want no crotch Milky Way. Ew. Bring a date. Yes, bring a date with a purse. Woman, if you ain't got a purse, you ain't no good to me. Different person. A lot of college students go, that's why. You know, yes and no. College students go here and pretty much everywhere I've ever encountered college students, including when I was one. Most places that are smart will give them a discount, and a college student will, do a handspring for a discount. And so normally the discounts are on days like Tuesdays when they don't have a crowd. So just don't go on, college student discount day. Go sit here and eat all of these cookies. See, at this point, I should have been up a long time ago. You guys are just helping me stall. I got a bathroom I got to go scrub. I don't care who you are. Until both of your parents die, no matter how old you are, if one of your parents is coming to your house, you feel like a little kid. You have to go clean shit that you would never, worry about. I clean my bathroom, but not as thoroughly as I'm about to. I hope to have that impact on my kids someday. Where I just be like, I'm going to show up. And then I give them time to clean everything. Be like, just kidding.
I'm not leaving. You should be here pretty soon.
Do you have your shirt and tie?
Oh, do I need that too?
Parenting.
I need like all of it.
No, you just need your shirt and your tie.
I don't need my gown.
Good job, Megan.
I have to wear that white shirt.
Listen, let's listen in.
No, you don't have to wear it. You just have to show Mr. Bella that
Let's
you
listen.
have it.
So I don't need to bring my gown or anything. I just need to bring the white
A
shirt.
gown?
You're right.
The graduation gown.
Oh, got a gown, do you?
Yeah.
Got earrings?
Put it in there. You just leave it in the Walmart bag and put it in there.
There you go. Coach him up. That was real life, folks. That's what's going on here every day.
Yeah, take the pants with you too.
Take some pants. Yes.
I quit. I'm positive. Mr.
Take some pants.
Mr. Bella told us he didn't want to see our cap and gowns again.
Make sure to wear them. I just got shh.
Until we graduated.
Real life,
You
folks.
have to be there at 9 a.m. Yes, it's mandatory. So you don't need to work. So make sure you're there.
I don't think she realizes she's live. Do you realize you're live?
Yes.
Okay, good. A lot of times she'll come in and say stuff, and then she'll be like, "Ah." We've been talking.
Since we just had the other conversation, I'm just gonna say this too. You took too long, so I started the washer and dryer, and I sure hope I did it right.
Did you put soap in it?
Yeah.
Did you turn the knob?
Yeah, but I don't know if I
Did you
turned
pull
it
the
off
knob?
the right way.
You can't really turn the knob the wrong way.
And
Unless you turned it at exactly 93.7 degrees. If you turn it at exactly 93.7 degrees, the house will start to shake, and then the doorway to hell will open slowly.
Okay, yeah. And FYI, just so you know, it's all main curtains closed. You don't. There's not any closing this week.
Can't find my shoes.
Actually, yeah, there was. They were already in the washer. They're in the dryer now. Actually.
Hey, good meeting. How many
Yeah,
people
I'm
just
getting-
watched that?
But I'm gonna need you to make sure that the clothes that are in the washer get put in the dryer.
She's just going to take over the whole show. I guess we'll just bring her in.
Please.
Okay.
I'm heading out.
Well, no, because I'm going to bed.
Goodbye, sir. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You're going to bed?
Yes.
You're not going to help me scrub the toilet?
No, I did my toilet. I washed my, or cleaned my bathroom.
Hey, Q.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Love you.
Do you have a charger for this? Yeah. Do you have a
I
charger?
love my boy.
Do you have a charger for this I can use? I thought I saw you have.
Yeah. Grab it. It's right there on top. I'm waiting for the next thing. Now I feel like I'm on a sitcom from the 70s. We need like, I can't think of any characters. Mr. Roper. The Booker from Good Times needs to drop in next. Who else we got? Any other bits of wisdom?
Charlie the cat.
No, she's always there.
Not on camera though.
Scrubbing. You know what, dude? I put the bubbles in. You out? You find it?
Yeah.
Do you have a box?
Yep.
No. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Dude, if this was 2012, you would be on top of shit.
I would be. Love you.
Love you too, man. Let me know when you make it, where you make it.
Love you.
There's no service up there, so you're not gonna hear from me.
Perfect.
Love you.
Text me tomorrow.
Alright, love you.
Love. Bubbles do all the work. And then I have like the long stick of doom. I don't get nowhere close to that toilet. Like that. Are you really going to bed?
Yes. I have to get up at night, 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's only like 6 hours from now. You might as well stay up, power through it, and then go to work. Okay.
No.
The people can't see you. Come say, just like, stand right there and just say a couple things. Let them hear your southernness. Okay, now say some stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. What's your favorite breakfast item? Try to give her an easy one.
I don't know.
What's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite color?
Ah.
Okay, I didn't know it was
I
good.
don't know.
I don't know. Thank you,
Well,
everyone.
you put me on the spot like I don't know.
Favorite wrestler?
Okay, really? Everybody already knows.
They don't know. They don't even know you. Give it. Let's hear it. It's going to hurt me. Go ahead.
Roman Reigns.
There you go.
Are you trying to make them hear my southernness or something?
Yes.
I forgot my wallet.
Well,
It never ends.
people make fun of me at work for saying Sprite.
Sprite?
Yeah.
Sprite.
Can I get you a Sprite? Tonight? They make fun of me.
Sprite.
Yeah.
She was raised right next to Q.
Now I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take your water. Hydrate. All right, then. I think I've run off my partner. He's going into the woods where there's no signal. Isn't that convenient? There's no signal. Where's he going? Grizzly Adams' cabin?
No.
Oh my God, Roman, she is disowned. Dude, you don't even know the half of it. She got to sit next to me at the WrestleMania where Roman and Triple H fought, and I screamed against Roman until I lost my voice.
Yeah, and it sucked.
Please look at my above. You know what my favorite time you sitting next to me at wrestling was?
What, when you freaking yelled at Magnus?
Mm-hmm.
And you were the only person screaming, and he could bluntly hear you, and he looked at you? Yeah, that was embarrassing. I wanted to get up and walk away.
That was one of my favorite times ever at wrestling. Took her to wrestling. TNA. TNA Wrestling had an event in Little Rock, Arkansas, live on TV. How this happened, I'll never know. But he was wrestling Sting, and it was a TNA event, so you could hear a pin drop. I just decided randomly to go off on Magnus in the main event for the full length of the main event. Just one lone man screaming into the night, "You suck, Magnus!" And I went back and watched it later. You could hear me plain as day because it was like, nothing. If you ever want to be heard and be on TV, go to a TNA or Impact event. All right, still looking for that question, sir. But yeah, she wasn't too pleased with me. Remember the thing I told you?
What?
You weren't too pleased with me.
Oh, yeah, no.
She what? What are you going to do? Come in here and kick my ass?
Yeah. No.
I don't know, Tommy. I can't find it. Sorry, buddy. Copy and paste. Okay, hands. Hands hold, everybody. Hans would be an appropriate name. Probably Hans. Something Germanic. What else have we got? HH. You couldn't get one more H, Hans? Triple H? Did he really, though, if I didn't see it? I'm looking at Hans Holt. Somehow, isn't it kind of convenient that Q leaves and then suddenly some troll appears? It's a little too convenient for my taste. Trump or Reigns? Oh, God. Well, obviously Reigns, because nobody's pushing Trump. Yeah, I almost think Hans Holtz is Q. John, this will hurt your heart. I don't even know his play often. There's only one sport for me, man, it's football. It's either Hans Holt is either Q or what? What? He's just an extremely bored man. He's like, hey, a live stream. Let me get in there. NBA. Nah, man. Practice. Talking about practice. Nah, I don't watch NBA anymore. I used to. I watched it when they had people that were good. 2 trolls just joined. That's good. I like trolls because, like, here in a minute, it's so easy to reach over here and, like, push the button, too. It's tempting. But I like to make them work a while. I like to make them have to do something because when you go into a room as a troll, you're like, here's my best material right up front. I'm going to piss everybody off. And then They're kind of like, okay, that didn't work. Maybe they didn't see me. I'm going to give the best material again. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, the next thing I'll do is call the guy on camera names. Didn't work. And then you get to sad Hans Holtz with his little question marks. I'm telling the truth. Thanks, Hans. Would you feel out of place at that? No. I don't feel out of place. I don't know. I'm trying to think. The only time that like I ever questioned my safety going to a rap concert was not so much if you're going for like a racial element as time of night, weirdness of the club. Ghetto Boys were playing at 1 a.m. in a bad part of town at a club called the Discovery, which is commonly in our town. It's a gay club. Not a stigma, but that's what it is. And so the combination of the area, the time of night, the Ghetto Boys, and the type of club made me think, could be some trouble here. Very nice, BBL. Dude, I almost feel sorry for KBD anymore. I mean, how can you hate that guy? You look at him, and look what he's become. I know. Look what you didn't become, Greg. Yeah, we're pretty much the same we've always been. Except he keeps growing. Like, I don't ever go look at KBD, but people send me clips, and it just saddens me to see, like, him spinning a wheel to drink for money. Go get a job. Houdini, remember them. Houdini, Freaks Come Out at Night? I think so. Wow, I believe Q is responsible for some of them. It's also the time of night, King Dev. Greg, YouTube messed your channel up. Don't blame yourself. No, we kind of did it to ourselves. At this point, though, like I say, I'm just going to keep making videos over here. And what's really funny is you can see where they adjust. Like, there's a guy, like, making adjustments with the algorithm. Right now, in the last 2-3 weeks, randomly, our subscribers have, like, tripled over what they were. Like, right now, and you go, that's not very many, but what it is, at a time, like what I'm about to tell you we get a day right now is more than we would get in a month. Right now, we're getting like 15 subscribers a day. Like 3 weeks ago, we were getting like 3 a day. No rhyme or reason. It'll just like jump up, and it'll go like that for a while, and then it'll jump down, and then the views will go up for a while, and then they'll go down. Is what it is. Any future live streams planned? We didn't even plan this one. We sit around. When we were doing that at a time, if you guys remember, we were getting up to like 80. Hey, we made a lot of videos before that you can't find on here anymore. We used to do stuff where we blow things up, set things on fire. All the good stuff you can't do anymore. I believe Q gave him a 80. I think I gave him a 78. But tasting like chicken, 99. You know what's weird about that, Marie, is those were pretty decent. I don't even know if Pizza Hut still makes those fries, but who goes to Pizza Hut for fries? Boiling hot dogs and Mountain Dew. You know, people laugh at those videos, but if you go look, like, if you go to our channel and you're energetic and you just say, like, instead of newest first or oldest first, if you hit most views, if you go back through, like, our top 50 videos and look at the views on those, any idiot can get views. It's not that hard. People are very impressed by, like, a view count. It is one hell of an accomplishment to get a view eating an Oreo cookie. Taking, like, Mountain Dew. We boiled Mountain Dew and drank it, I think. It's like 100,000 views. Why? We knew when we did, I was like, this will get views. Oh boy. You know what my favorite thing about the fire orange is? All kidding aside, there is not a single edit in that video. If you watch it, part of the reason that people argued so passionately against did that really happen was it was bothersome in the way that it was shot because there was no discernible edit of any kind. There was no sound edit and there was no picture edit. It was exactly what you saw. What you saw, kind of like wrestling, what you see is happening, but there may have been more to it. Pizza, oh God. Yeah, pizzeria. Potato. That was the first video we ever had that went over 1 million views. And the reason that video even existed was me and my brother were arguing. And of course I was on the side that you could make a video at that time with YouTube. If you wanted to have a video get 1 million views, you could do it very easily. And he's like, no. I said, we'll go make one. So I looked around and there was a bar of soap. I said, we're going to take this bar of soap because something else at that time was big. I said, we're going to take this bar of soap and we're going to go open a car door with it. So he's out there with a cell phone, you know, filming me, putting the thing in. We're about halfway into my little spiel. Again, back then, I didn't have software to edit. I don't even remember if YouTube even had a way to like jump cut. About halfway through the video, our neighbor pops out. What are you guys doing? What's going on? My soap broke. So I was pissed. Come back in the house, looked around. Then they had a thing at that time about, this will sound familiar, how to make a fire using a potato. Excuse me. There we go. So I thought, potato. Took the potato out, opened the car door with it. Who's to say if the soap wouldn't have broke, that maybe the soap wouldn't have been the 1 million views. Maybe soap was just like, you know, who knows. But the potato did it. 6 million views, I think. No, there was a video where a guy took a potato and put it in a microwave. And then like took matches and stuck on the potato and then set it on, he put it in it and it went up into flames. And again, and that was another video I pointed to and said, then I guess you could call it clickbait or you could just call it stupid. People would click on anything based on the name of the video. And I never used like a misleading thumb. Like if you look at those videos, the thumbs are me in the video. I didn't have like a car door opening or something. Slime. Slime is printing money, bro. Again, I hear all the time from people, they go, well, you fell off, you guys. You know, you used to get a lot of views. We could still get views if we wanted to. Let's go make a slime video. You guys, if you ever want to be on YouTube and just point to a channel and go, I got a lot of views, go make slime. It's one of those weird fetishes, I guess, that like, I don't know who watches it. I've looked at the demographics because we can see that. You would think it's only kids. Maybe it's parents' accounts showing it to their kids is the only like reasoning I have for this. But a lot of people from like the age of 25 to 40 watch us make slime. Let's hope it's parents signed into their accounts. Okay, I really have to go clean that toilet now. Good talk, guys. Don't laugh myself, 25 to 40. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe it's like a precursor because you do kind of have like, I don't know, slime sounds. Have you guys seen the really, really weird ASMR thing going around? And no, so many, that opened the door, but have you guys seen the soap carving videos? Millions of views. There'll be a bar soap to somebody's hands and them carving soap. That's the whole video. There's no specific breathing, nothing. It's just carving soap. Millions and millions of views. Who's to say? Maybe one of them secret channels I'm so proud of. Maybe I've got millions of views. Well, yesterday's trend, I made 3 videos on the Laurel Yanni thing. And boom, 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 like thousands. I think I got like 6,000-7,000 views in the last 24 hours on that. And the longest one was like 20 seconds long. It's easy to give views, but it's hard to eat Oreos. Remember that. They're going to put that on my gravestone. That's why I'm hard on food reviewers, man. Because this is hard work. This is serious business. She arranges the nail polish as part of the ASMR. I don't know how many of you guys were around then. Maybe somebody will remember this. Go find our chocolate covered Lay's review. Go look at the date on that, and that will tell you when I discovered ASMR. Because in that video, Q and I talked at length about ASMR, and he had never heard of it. And I think it's only like 2-3 years ago. Wasn't that long, but I broke it down for him, and I told him about my favorite ASMR video. What's up, Ash Jones? At that time, and it still is, it was the chick with the wrinkly coat where she's putting on a jacket or something, and it pops, puts me to sleep. But yeah, that was my very first experience with ASMR, and I'll tell you, when I made that video, I'd never heard anybody else talk about it. There were ASMR videos, but I'd never heard another person like speaking on it. If you go look at the date on that, you can see that it hasn't been around that long. And on that note, I'm out. Will we ever know your other channels? I've got one right now that is about 2 weeks away on daily views of surpassing this channel. When that channel hits 1 million views, I'm going to reveal it. It will probably be like August, September. But the thing about that channel is probably it will have no interest to you guys. And Mr. Dark channel, when that other channel gets up and running, when we get it to 1 million, here's why I have that channel, that other channel, other channels. The one that I'm working on so hard is purely for money. It's getting views and making money off of views. And right now, it hasn't hit the status of time to get considered to make money. I just wanted to do it from scratch, just to see how long, if I put the effort in to try to get paid, how long it would take. Curiosity. And that way, I can continue to just sit here and do whatever the hell I want with you guys. That video, that channel is nothing but trends. Any idiot can get views by going and looking what's trending and then making the video. That's how come like vlogs and news type videos, not bagging on Philip DeFranco, I happen to like him. But if you make a video that's the subject of what everybody's talking about that day, come on, how hard is it to get views? That's kind of what this channel is, except not as good. Now I'm really going. But why hide it from us? Because the preconceived notion that you have of what I do here as opposed to that, let me give you an example. When I make videos over there, there's a couple people that have figured it out that are here. They go there expecting that guy and they get like game show guy. It's just enough fun. And then you go, what the hell is this guy doing? I don't know, it's just not fun. You'll see, I promise, and then you'll understand. That's all. You 18 are troopers. You people want me to go with you. Where are we going? And then he was never seen again. Hold on, how's that go? Can I do that? Oh, there it is. Ha! Can't do it that hand. Practice. Can I do it? Anything not to clean the toilets. Bye, guys. See y'all later. Y'all got y'alled. They got y'alled. Vigilance. Patience. Forthrightness. Goodbye, friends.